Hello everyone and welcome to my hobby blog. My name is Christian. So today we are doing a recent haul and also an unhauling. So showing off what I've gotten recently in terms of movies and books. Haven't gotten any books actually in a while. And I'm gonna show all the movies and books I am getting rid of. So let's start. So Grindhouse Video just had a big sale like last week. Today's actually the last day for it, or it's tomorrow, Monday. And so I got a lot of titles. I'm still waiting for another order. So I did get one of two though this weekend, and so I'm gonna talk about that. So the first thing that I got was the Dead or Alive trilogy by Takashi Miike. I've seen these movies before and I really like them. Takashi Miike is a director who I really like. He is very chaotic. He has over 100 movies that he's done since the 80s or the 70s, I want to say. And some of my favorite movies by him is Ichi the Killer, Happiness of the Katakiris, Audition. And so I'm really happy to finally own this. There's a lot of special features, I guess. A couple of commentary tracks, a couple of documentaries, interviews. So I'm really happy to finally own this. So the next title that I got is another box set of a couple movies. It is the Stray Cat Rock collection. It's 5 movies. I've actually already opened this and watched the first one, and I thought it was okay. I hope the future ones are a little better. But there's not many special features on this release, and I wish I had the clear Blu-ray case. But for like $20, I got 5 movies or so. So I was pretty happy. So this is one that I have been wanting to get since it got announced. This is a pretty big box set. It was bigger than I thought it would be. And I haven't seen any of these movies, but it is the Solid Metal Nightmares box set. The films of Shinya Tsukamoto. He is a huge cult figure in Japan, independent filmmaker. He did Tetsuo the Iron Man and all those weird body horror movies from the 90s all the way to today. He's still making movies. And I thought there were only like 4 movies on this set, but there's 10. I'm looking at the spine here. And there's 2 short films and 8 full-length movies. So I'm really excited. I haven't opened it yet. Haven't watched any of these movies. But I've heard Tetsuo is the best Japanese horror movie ever in terms of body horror, like Cronenberg. But I did not get the limited edition one because I don't care enough to pay double the price of what I paid for this for a booklet. So I'm just happy to have the movies and the documentaries. So this is the Solid Metal Nightmares set. Okay, so next we are going to do the unhauling. I haven't picked up much. I'm still waiting on my second order, which has a bunch of movies. So let's go ahead and jump into my unhauling. There's a lot, so we need to knock this out. So first and foremost, this is a book I just finished yesterday. I loved it, but I don't ever want to read this again. I'm going to stick with the movie from now on, and that is Let the Right One In by John Lindquist. I think that's how you say it. This is a Finnish book about a vampire girl who a boy falls in love with, and lots of shit happens. And this book was very fucked up and creepy. One of the main POVs is a pedophile caretaker of this little girl, and I'm gonna stick with the movie because they didn't have any of that. So I definitely recommend reading this, but if you don't want to read 450 pages of creep, that's okay. Just watch the movie. The movie's just as amazing. So this is another book that I'm unhauling. I haven't read it. I have no interest in reading it. It is His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik. Everyone loves Naomi Novik, and everyone recommends this. There's even a cover blurb by Stephen King, so you know it's a real deal. But I don't like this cover, and every time I read the back synopsis, I don't care. I'm sorry. I have no interest in reading this. I've had it for over a year now. I got it for $3.25 from McKay's. And I don't know. Every time I look at this, I'm like, okay. And I lose interest and I pick up another book. So this is taking up too much room on my shelf. I'm getting rid of it. So on to movies now that I am unhauling. First is the Dark Knight trilogy. It's a special edition. I got this back in high school. I want to say when I was like a sophomore. Before I was collecting movies, I just had this forever. And I've had this for over 10 years. And I haven't opened it, haven't had any desire to watch these movies again. I saw them in theaters as it came out, and then I was like, I'm going to watch them all. I'm going to own all the movies and watch them on a marathon. And obviously, I never got to it. The Dark Knight is good. I don't like the other two. So, I'm getting rid of it. Hopefully, I'll get a lot of money out of it at McKay's so I can get more books. So, I'm sorry for anyone who likes these movies. I don't care for them. I like The Dark Knight, but that's it. So this is a movie I actually really love, but there's a much better release out there on Blu-ray. And my DVD copy is actually getting quite torn up because I've seen it so many times. And that is Ong Bak, the Thai warrior, with Tony Jaa. I actually did a research project on Tony Jaa for one of my classes. And so I bought this for like $1, I want to say, so I could have access to it. And I love these movies. I like this one over The Protector. Actually, no, The Protector is better. This is the one that's good, but if you want a really good, fun, and brutal martial arts movie, go find The Protector. That one is amazing. But I'm getting rid of this because there are quality Blu-ray releases, so clearing out space. So this is another movie that I love, but again, there's a much better Blu-ray release, and my copy is getting beat up. It's starting to skip. DVDs are not that good in terms of long-term durability. So I'm unhauling Frank Darabont's The Mist. This has the black and white version. That is the superior cut in my opinion. The color version is okay, but this is a homage that Frank Darabont did to the 1950s sci-fi genre. And so turn on the black and white filter if you have it. So I only watch this movie during the month of October. I do a 30 days of Halloween every year, or 31 days. And so I have a couple months to find the Blu-ray. So this next movie I actually don't like at all. It's a movie that I always kept because there was very loose sentimental value to me. This is Cabin Fever by Robert Rodriguez. Eli Roth. I get those two confused all the time. This is okay. There's a quote by Peter Jackson, actually, because this movie is very reminiscent of an early Jackson film, like Bad Taste or Dead Alive. But so the little sentimental value I had is that I went to a Boy Scout camp called Camp Ravenob from the ages of like 11 to 15, and I never cared for the camp, but they actually shot this movie like right there, and they built the cabin on camp property, and so I actually got to visit that house, and I was like, this is really cool. And then I bought the movie for like $1, and I rewatch it every Halloween or whatever. Not Halloween Day, but during my 31 days of Halloween. And each year that passes, I don't care even more about it. I'm to the point where I'm just getting rid of it. So the next one is one I got for like 50 cents. This was a favorite movie of mine, but I haven't had any desire to rewatch this. And that is Amelie. This is a cute little French film from the 90s, I want to say, maybe the 2000s. But it's about a simple woman who just loves the little things in life. And it's a nice, warm, relaxing movie. But I haven't had any desire to rewatch this. Once is enough for me, and I got for like 50 cents, but I haven't watched it in the 2 or 3 years that I've owned it. So getting rid of it. So this is the next thing is the Snow Creature collection. This is like a double DVD thing that you get like at Walmart. I'm pretty sure I did get this at Walmart. And I only got it because it has Curse of the Wolf by Len Kabaczynski, who is an indie, micro budget, really small budget filmmaker. I really enjoy his movies, but he has quality Blu-rays out for all his movies. So I'm getting rid of this. Nothing else on the set interests me. So yeah, getting rid of it. So this is another shitty DVD collection. It is the Explosive Cinema. So I got this because it has Low Blow with Leo Fong. Red Letter Media covered it. And that movie is hilarious, but one of the big issues I have with DVD releases is that they never have subtitles. And this movie, I didn't know what was going on because the sound quality is awful on the transfer. So I'm getting rid of this. So this is a set that is another shitty DVD collection that you get from like Walmart. This is the American Horror Stories. Totally not cashing in on the hit TV show American Horror Story at all. Total coincidence that they did that. But it actually has a lot of pretty good movies, but the issue is that all of these are like really shitty transfers with no subtitles. Some of the highlights for this set is The Driller Killer, which is a Abel Ferrara film. Everyone loves it. I don't. I watched it like 4 or 5 times trying to like it, and it just gets worse every time. And it also has, House on Haunted Hill, the original one. I love that movie a lot, but again, much better transfer out there. And then and there's a Bucket of Blood on here too, which I haven't seen. So, actually no, I have seen A Bucket of Blood. That's the Dick Miller movie. I love Dick Miller. Rest in peace. So this is another really shitty DVD set. It's the Depraved Degenerates. I own this because Suburban Sasquatch is on this. Red Letter Media also covered that, and that movie is actually hilarious. But that's the only good movie on this set. Burning Dead is also really good. So, yeah, getting rid of it. Hopefully I can get some money out of all these unhauling. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this movie, and leave a comment on which of these movies you would pick up if you saw it.